Welcome to another episode of the Time to Excel series. Today we're going to be speaking about your inner circle, which is your circle of influence. Some of the questions that we're going to be discussing and answering is my circle of influence positive for me or is it negative? Do they push me to excel or do they limit me from excelling? So Richard, circle of influence, how important is it?
I don't think some people really know how important it is. So important. Your circle, it determines who you will become.
Yeah.
It really determines who you will become. Because, to give an example, let's say Julius, he wanted to become a banker. But myself, Richard, wanted to become an artist. There's nothing wrong with having friends that like these different things, but my inner circle has to be similar. Let's say he wanted to become a banker for a big corporate company, but I wanted to become an artist for a small gallery. His mind frame is so big, mine is so small. Either I say to myself, I'm gonna allow his mind frame to influence me to become better, or I'm gonna say, nah, it's alright, I'm okay with it. For him, it's not gonna be a good thing because my thought process, the things I think about, is gonna be so small compared to his thought process. So the inner circle affects the way your life is gonna be, it affects the way you think of things, it affects the way you see things, it affects everything. To give an example, the first episode we spoke about environment and I spoke about the oranges and I said how one bad oranges can influence 100,000 bad good oranges. So if I'm bad because my thought process is so small, I'm going to influence him somehow. Doesn't matter how great he is. If he's always around me, he's going to be thinking, he's going to have a little mind process that I do.
Yeah, exactly.
That I do, right?
You know, even to explain this a little bit more, I want to give an example. I want to speak about the late Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers to have ever lived. Now, what made him great wasn't just his skill in the ring. I am sure he had family at home that supported him, that pushed him, that motivated him. I am sure that he had trainers, he had a team of people around him that pushed him to be great.
He could never ever achieve the things that he achieved without the circle of influence. The circle of influence is the winning circle. And the winning circle is the circle of success. He could never have became so great. He wasn't just great in the ring, he was great outside. The things he's done for his people, the things he's done for his country. He was even a motivational speaker without even being one in his profession. Because inside he became great, but he was not always great. It developed over time. And it was because of the people that he was surrounding himself with. So he was great, but Michael Jordan was great as well.
That's true, Michael Jordan was great.
He's not playing basketball now, of course, because of the condition he's in, but he was great. But he wasn't great by himself. He had Pippen. When Neil was playing for the Chicago Bulls, he had Pippen there to back him up. He had Pippen there to get the rebound, just in case he didn't hit it. He had the 1-2s, bang, hit to Pippen. Because circle of influence was great. And by himself, he could never have become great. It was impossible. No one could ever become great by themselves. No man is an island. No man is an island.
And to close this, I want you to think about something. What does your circle of influence say about you? Does your circle of influence, as I said in the beginning, push you? Or do they limit you? Because your circle of influence is going to determine who you are tomorrow. Now, you have a decision to make. You have a choice. Are you going to keep your circle of influence? Or do you have to change your circle of influence? Now, the decision is yours. And on that note, it's time for you to go and excel. See you next week.
You could be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and your